So thank you very much to the organizers for having me here. What I would like to talk about is, I entitled it Biosignal-based cognitive systems and applications, and I will tell you in a minute what I mean by that. So like I said yesterday in the panel, I believe we have one particular challenge when it comes to human-computer interaction, and that is that we have by now very intuitive modalities, so we can use our hands, we can do gestures, we can interpret speech, we can interpret mimics. So this all has vastly improved over the last decade, I would say. However, while the modalities we can interpret are rather intuitive, we don't have an intuitive interaction scheme yet. So to my understanding, there is still a huge gap between identifying modalities, but the system is not able to basically have an idea about what's on our mind, what is our intention, what do we want to achieve by doing an interaction. So I feel that we need to have an idea, we need to establish machines which get an idea of the user's inner states. I call them inner states, and what I mean is an idea about what kind of mental processes are we doing, are we under stress, what kind of affective states do we have, and I will give you later more examples what I mean by inner states. So the goal of the research and what I would like to talk about today, the goal at Carnegie, at CSL, is that we want to develop cognitive systems that mind people's minds. And I think the largest gap which we have, if we compare machine behavior to human behavior, is the concept of, I would call it, empathy. So basically a human being would observe and track the inner state of a human being, of his interaction partner or her interaction partner, and would try to understand what's on his or her mind in order then to adapt the behavior accordingly. And I think we need to do the same thing with machines. So that means machines need to be enabled to observe and track inner states of human beings and then adapt the interaction strategy of the machine to the inner state of the person. So what I show you today is that how we develop these machines and how we evaluate also the end-to-end system, because I believe it has to go really in an end-to-end interaction system in the field. And we always try hard to apply this to user groups where we know that they have a high demand of empathy. So they need to have humans, but also, of course, then machines to cater to their needs. And one particular group we picked in the last 4 or 5 years is we work with people with dementia and try to create technical systems which support them in